You're on.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us for Pilates with a little bit of weight. I say a little bit because we do want to stay in our small micro muscles and we don't want to push it where we're going into our large muscles. Hair is up because this is going to be a sweaty one, and also it is strategically placed over my roots. I think y'all know what I mean about that, okay? So let's have a lot of fun. If at any time the weights are not working for you, if you feel like you're starting to go into your big muscles as opposed to your core, then drop the weights, okay? So let's have a little bit of fun because we could all use a little fun. All right, we're gonna sit up tall. Remember, we're looking for the three curves. We're looking for that cervical, that lumbar, and that thoracic, all right? Always pulling up. So when you hear me say pulling up from that pelvic floor, that's always that draw up, that inner lift, that mind-body connection, all right? Light weights, I have chosen 3. You will see why I have chosen 3, okay? So let's sit up nice and tall. We're just gonna hold the weights. We're gonna inhale, and we're going to begin to roll down, allowing the tailbone to slide out from underneath us, and we're gonna go right into a tabletop. We're gonna find our neutral spine, base of the skull is down, nice natural curve in the neck, hip bone, pubic bone is flat. I'm going to take my arms slightly off. They're going to hover the mat. And we're going to inhale and allow the rib cage to cover the abdominal muscles, okay? Gentle. And we're going to just start to press up. Okay, inhale. And I want you to feel your core. I want you to feel how I'm stabilizing the body in order to mobilize the arms. So just pushing through. Arms are up, and we're going to press through. Keep it light. Right now, yes, working the triceps, but I am feeling my core. I am thinking about that mind-body connection. Now you have the option when we go in between to keep your feet down, or you can keep them in your tabletop, all right? We're going to lengthen down the arms, squeezing the heels together, softening the elbows. And we've got a very, very tiny pulse up and down. If you start to feel it in your joints, just hold it. And we're going to squeeze the heels, squeeze the calves, squeeze the inner thigh, moving towards each other. It's a little bit slower when you add weight. It is a little slower. But I want you to be concentrating on the core, not what we're doing with our arms. It's really Pilates with a little resistance or cherry on the top. And we're going to go back into a tabletop. Let those arms hover, and we're going to go back to the press. So we're always going to come back to here. You might feel like your triceps were visited by the Pilates fairies tomorrow, and we're going to just press through the triceps. So here's our pattern as we move into each Pilates move. Good. And again, we're going to come down. We're going to squeeze everything together, and we've just got a very, very small range of motion. I'm thinking core, with a little weights in my hand. Soften those elbows. Good, a nice static. Now we're stabilizing the upper body in order to move the lower body. Good, and we are back to a tabletop. And we're gonna press up. Feel free to drop your feet if you need to reset your back. Do what is good for your body. And again, we're gonna push through those triceps. Just 4. And we're going to push down. We're in a tabletop. We're going to move right into that single leg stretch. So just gently holding those weights. Sometimes you can hold them here, keeping a nice open hand so that we're not concentrating on holding on for dear life. I'm drawing back. I'm always active in my core. Good, tabletop. And again, press up. And just breathe, relax. Think about the core. Yeah, we're moving weights, but we're thinking about the core. Pushing through with those triceps. Good. Now we're going to go back to a single leg stretch, but we're going to alternate sides. So if my right leg goes out, my left arm goes up. Just adding up, a little walking and chewing gum. Actively working the core. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now let's put our feet down.
And we're gonna tip the tailbone up, articulating up. And now we're gonna press up and down. So we're gonna give our back a little relief. And always do what works for you. Good. And we're gonna push. So I'm working with my palms towards each other. Do what works for you. And again, we're gonna take it down. We're hovering. We're back into a tabletop, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders. I'm squeezing my heels together and I'm frogging in and out. My arms are hovering. My hands are open. I think you're starting to feel it. Good. Feet are down. Articulate. So that means tipping the tailbone down, not squeezing the butt. And we're going to go back. So tomorrow you might feel a little tricep, a little everything, and then press back. So we're always coming back, resetting from here. Good, and down. Now we're going to add on to that frog. We're going to press up like a double leg stretch. And again, if the weights are pulling you into the big muscles, drop the weights. We just like to add a little variety. Good. Feet are down. And articulate up, 2, 3. I know you're feeling your arms. I'll let you go bring them down in a second. And up, 2, 3. And good. Put them down for just a second. We're going to lift the left. We're going to lift the right. We're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. And we're going to hover those arms again. And we're going to drop the right leg down and drop the left leg down. Keeping that neutral spine, that neutral pelvis. And 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Feet are down. You can put the arms down and just articulate up, 2, 3, and just lengthen down the arms for just a second. Down, 2, 3, and articulate up, 2, 3, and down. Now we're going to use some long levers. So our arms are going to be up. Our legs are up. We're going to drop the left leg as we drop the right arm. And good. Now, small controlled movements, all right? Soften the elbow. Don't lock the elbow out. You're going to move a little slower because you've added 6 pounds to your body. 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Rest those arms. How are we feeling? Linda, how are we feeling over there?
I'm feeling it already.
I warned you, put your hair up. Good. And then roll down. We're going to come back into a tabletop. And we're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to bring my left shoulder over to my right leg. And I'm going to push that weight through. So the left arm straightens out. Back to center. Now the right arm. So as the left leg straightens out, the left arm straightens out. Good. As the right leg straightens out, the right arm. Good. Good. We've got 4. Take your time. 3. Hold those weights light. 2 and 1. Feet are down. Arms are down, and let's articulate up, 2, 3. And we're going to roll down, 2, 3. And again, articulate up, 2, 3. And roll down, 2, 3. Extend the right leg. Extend the left leg. We're going to roll up, and as soon as we roll up, we're going to reach to the sky. We're going to bring the arms in, tuck the belly, and allow the tailbone to slide out and push up, push down. So we're going to keep building up on this move. Good, and roll down. Breathe. Stay with your small muscles, and again, if your pants are sliding down, you are so working it. Good. Now, we're going to roll up, and we're going to keep the arms up, and we're going to roll down nice and slow, nice and slow. Hold, 2, 3. Bend the arms. Push up, roll up, a little bit harder. Keep those arms up, and then roll. Now, you want to soften the elbow. You want to make sure that your arms are connected. and they're not reached out here. They're connected. And roll down. I know you're feeling this. Let's just do 2 more. Push up. Good. Keep that long neck. Good. 1 more. And let's just drop the weights for a second. We're going to sit up tall. Pull back, back extension. Wiggle the hands. Look left. Look right. And release. Now, we're going to bend our knees, grab the hamstring. We're going to tuck the belly, and we're going to reside on our tailbone. So we're here, we're not hunching. All that activity is going on here. We're scooping, we're lifting up, and we're going to grab the weights. Now, if you feel anything in your back, you can work just one arm and brace yourself, and then work the other arm, okay? So you can do it both ways. So we're going to do about 8 so that you can do 4 each arm. Tucking the belly. And remember, if you're feeling it in your back, drop 1 weight. Good. 4 and 3 and 2 and roll down. Lift up. Reside on your tailbone. Let's alternate. And again, if you need to brace yourself, brace yourself. Don't go into your back. Remember, the weights are just for fun. We're still sticking to the Pilates. 3 and 2 and 1. This time we're going to drop the weights. We're going to grab hold and we're going to lift. Find that lumbar. All right. Look left. Look right. And release. Now, we're going to hold those weights right here. We're going to roll halfway. Reach up. Roll halfway. We've got 4 more. Good. Now, if you're feeling it in your back, just work 2 and alternate, okay? Do what works for you. Good. Weights down. Look left, look right, and release. We're going to place the weights in our hands, right? We're going to scoot back, and we're going to turn the torso, and then sit up. Scoot back, turn the torso. The arms aren't moving, it's a torso twist. So scoop, turn the torso. Good. Biceps are rolled, should be burned a little bit here. Good, 1 more each arm, scoop. Good. Place the weights down. Let's reach out. Clasp the hands behind the back. Stretch everything out. We don't want to get jammed up. And we're going to do about 5 without the weights. Woo! And reach. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open up the chest. Release, all right? So you need to work the muscles, but then you all really need to stretch the muscles and reach back. Let's do 1 more. And we're going to reach. And we're going to reach back. And good. And sit up tall. All right. Let's take it into our mermaid. All right. We're going to leave the weight on the shin. All right. Just simple movement. All right. We're going to reach towards the shin. And then we're going to brace the hand with the unweighted hand and push up. Reach toward the shin and then press out. And press out. Now I'm giving myself a little torso twist. So I'm lateral flexion and I've got a little bit of a torso twist. Good, we've got 4 more. And 3 more. Let the body stretch. 2 more. And we're going to stay here and just take our arm here and just pulse the arm. Just pulse the arm. Good. A little bit of a twist, just stabilizing. 4, keep the neck long. 3, 2, and good. Let's switch to the other side. So same thing, classical Pilates, we just add a little something, something. All right, so we're going to reach
we're gonna reach over. Good. So punch it through, and punch it through. Good. Make sure that hand with the weight is bent. We don't want to take it from the shoulder. That's kind of like reaching back for a pocketbook in a car. Reach, and now just stay here, and we're going to just pulse that arm. Just got a little twist, just a little rotation. Good, 3 and 2, and good. Let's sit up. We're going to take it right onto the knees. Now, the idea here is we're going to create a tripod, all right? Knees are a little wider than your hips. My heels are together and I'm squeezing the inner thigh, and you're thinking just about squeezing the inner thigh. Your weights are light, your hands are open. We're gonna squeeze. We actually do this on the reformer with our straps, but it's just nice and slow. Now, I know you're gonna feel your arms, but I want you to think about drawing that inner thigh together. Good. You're not all the way up, you're not all the way down. You're just keeping a nice tension. Good. Squeezing the inner thigh. I want you to feel your core. Think about really connecting your core. Feeling my arms, but I'm feeling my core. Try not to kind of clench your butt. Good. And now from here, open up the hands and we're going to press up, squeezing the inner thigh. Squeeze the inner thigh. That's it. So when you go to lift regular weights, I want you to be able to make that connection with the core so it doesn't just become all about your limbs. It becomes about engaging the core. Good. And now we're going to reach and bring it back. Keep thinking about activating. It's such a mind-body experience. You can go through the motions, but that ability to call upon your core whenever you need it. Good. Let's move to the other side. Zip. Good. One more. Good. Let's take the arms out just a little bit and we're going to curl up and down. So I know you feel your arms. Now squeeze your inner thigh. Pull up as though you're stopping all bodily functions. That zip goes all the way up. Feel the core. You should be able to feel your core when you lift a bag. Let's hold it out. So I'm translating some of the reformer equipment apparatus movements over onto here, using the core so you don't topple over. Good. And one more. We're just going to work through that triceps, squeezing the inner thigh. Good. And press up. Good. And 4. And 2. And good. Step down. We're going to take it right onto our bellies right now. And we're going to make sure our weights roll. All right? I always like to externally rotate and go wide. I like to open up those hips. You're going to lay down, and we're going to draw those weights up and press down. Actually rolling, kind of rolling the fascia of your hands, just rolling. Allowing the arms to reinsert into the body. You want that back extension to predominantly occur between the shoulder blades. You're going to have some mobility in the lower lumbar, but you want to feel it between the shoulder blades. Good. We've got 4. That should feel really good. Feels good on my hands too. And 3. And 2. Good. And 1. In between, we're going to clasp the hands behind the back. Okay? Look at me. You're going to kick yourself in the butt. 1, 2. Pull back. Open up the shoulders. Stretch everything. And again, kick. 1, 2. And open up the shoulders. Let's do one more each side. Everybody good? 1, 2. And open it up. Good. Let's go one more. 1,
2, and open up. Now,
Let's just come in. Let's just tip the tailbone down just a little bit. Give the back a little bit of a rest. And we're going to come right back down again. All right? We're going to put the left hand, and we're going to just kind of hold the left hand, and we're going to reach the right hand back. Left hand is straight out. And just feel that mobility, that ability to just reach back. Tucking the belly, good. You want to be warmed up from that. Okay, how many people tell that tale that they reached in the back seat? Boom. All right, let's switch. Now the right hand is on, and you're going to reach back. Open up the body. You want to be warmed up for the next one. 3, enjoy this one, for 2, and 1. All right, we're going to just take one weight, and we're going to place the one weight right in the middle of your back. Okay. I may lose my voice here. We're going to come in to a plank. All right? Your feet are wide. You're going to widen your base. All right? Right hand grabs the weight, lifts up, drops. Left hand and up. We're going 8 from here. Now, you can drop down onto your knees and work it. So there's something for everyone. Just take your time. You're shifting your weight. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Let's drop down and take a stretch. Now we're going to go back and do 6, and then 4, and then 2. Okay? Inhale. Let's go back into the plank. We've got 6 and 5. Take your time. You don't have to go to my count. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Woo! Drop down. Anybody feeling that? And stretch down. Relax. Open it up. Little rear delt on fire. We've got 4 now. Let's go into that plank. We've got 4. Try to get the hands underneath the shoulders. And 3. 2. And 1. Woo! Just 2. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open up the chest. Just 2. Hold that plank. You're almost there. Hold. 2, 1. Hold. 2, 1. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open up the chest. And just stretch. All right, grab your weights. And let's move back. And we're going to come onto our feet. You can use your weights if you're not all the way down. Okay, you can use your weights here. And you're going to articulate up 1 vertebrae at a time. Lateral flexion. Roll down. Walk it out. Hold your plank. Yeah, push up. 1. Walk it back. We're only going to go up to 4 push-ups. That's a personal thing. I'm terrible at them. Articulate down. I'm happy when I don't get nominated for those push-up challenges. Let's go 2. 1, 2. Walk it back. Articulate up. Woo! Reach up. Let's go for 3. Walk it down. 1. Hold. 3. 2. 1. Last one, 4. Roll down. Walk it out. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah! Stretch.
Nice work. And breathe.
Let's take it on all 4s. Everybody good? I know that was tough. I'm right here with you. All right, we're gonna leave the weight in the right hand. We're gonna extend the left leg out, closing the ribs, stabilizing that neutral pelvis, okay? And we're gonna bring the weight in and out. So I'm doing a little twist. I've got my fingernails up as I bring it in. I've got my thumb up. And just moving in and out. Breathe. So it's all this stuff you know, it just is a little more on fire. Try not to get into those big muscles. Try to feel the core. Good. And let's drop down. Clasp the hands behind the back. Everybody good? Let's move to the other side. Good. Extend the right leg. And we're going to draw in. In. Keep the body as still as you can. As I bring my knee in, I do a little curl here. I really want you to feel your core. This is really about your core. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's clasp the hands behind the back, and we're going to open our chest. All right, let's take it onto our side. All right, just keep breathing. We are halfway there. Okay. So we're going to bring the weight in the hand, and we're going to come onto the forearm. And I'm just going to lay the weight on top, onto your quadriceps. Stay away from your knees. And we're going to just start breathing up and down. Now, this is such an active movement. My waist is away from the ground. My neck is long, pressing my forearm into the ground. And I'm going to flex. Flex. Good. Now I'm going to kick forward and point back. Kick forward and point back. Keep a soft elbow. Flex forward, point back. Flex forward, keep the upper body still. Flex forward, point back. Flex forward and point back. Good. Drop the arm for just a second. We're going to circle and circle. Give the arm a little break. Upper body, stabilize, and then let's reverse the motion. 3, 2, and 1. Let's just grab that shin. I promise I will stretch you. You will be nice and stretched by the end. All right? Let's move to the other side. Top leg over bottom leg. Again, lifting that waist away from the mat. Onto the thighs, outer thigh. Keep your neck long. Think about everything. Everything in Pilates is active. The movements are subtle. You've got a nice long neck. Don't succumb to the weight. Keep the form and add the weight. Flex. And flex. Good. And you're going to kick forward and point back. Try not to throw the body into it. Soften that elbow. I told you to go light. Everybody who had those 10-pounders, you just exchanged them. You might have exchanged them back with the planks. Good. 3. Keep everything soft. 2 and 1. Let's drop the weight. Circle. Keep everything long and tall all day long. And good, and breathe. Circle. the weight. All right.
So let's roll down. We've got the right leg down, we've got the left leg up, all right? So you're either gonna curl to here, or you're gonna curl up and roll down. So we're just keeping the weights with a slightly bent arm. And then we're gonna add on to it. We're gonna do 2 more and then add on. Just stay with me. There's just so much closet cleaning you could do. Good. And now as we come up, we're gonna burst up and roll down. And we're gonna burst up and roll down. And we're gonna burst up. Let's go one more. And burst up and hold. Hold. Roll down, all right? Put the weights down. Let's grab that. Let's not lose our stretch. And just take that leg and stretch. We're gonna drop it off to the side. We're gonna open up the hip. Good. And then we're gonna cross over, leaving that left hip down. Good. Now, this straight leg becomes the bent leg. You're here, and remember, you're gonna either come to here, or you're gonna come all the way up. And we're gonna inhale and curl up, and roll down. And curl up, and roll down. And curl up, roll down. Curl up. Now get ready for that robust inhale. Curl up, and roll down. And curl up, and if anytime you need to drop those weights, drop those weights. Do not sacrifice form. I would like to drop my weights. Good. And up, and hold. Roll down, grab that right leg, and just give it a stretch. Right? And we're gonna drop it off, leaving that left hip down, opening everything up, and then crossing it over. That's it, taking the stretch. Good, and let's bring the knees into the chest and just, let's place our weights right here. And we're gonna just give our body just a little bit. And make sure like roll back faster. Woo! Wee! And up. Okay. All right. So now, we're gonna stay here. You're gonna either keep your weights here. You feel anything in your back, keep your weights here. And if not, you're gonna hold it here. All right. And you're gonna just curl. Ooh, lost it. Now, if you're feeling it in your back, just brace. And then roll down. And then roll up. Good. Now, I'm gonna put one weight in my foot. And I'm gonna squeeze it. I have a skinny weight, so squeeze it. Keeping my heels together. I'm forcing my heels together. I'm embracing my hamstrings. And I'm just slightly bringing the knees in. Feel the lower abs. Feel the lower abs. For 4, for 3, for 2, sit up tall, and extend out. All right, we're gonna do our full teaser now, all right? And again, a couple of options. If the weights don't work, don't use them, okay? So we're tabletop, all right? You can either go to here, you can either go to here, or you can go to here, all right? Take your time. Tabletop, inhale, exhale, your woo, that's hard. And roll down. Let's keep the arms a little bent. And up, then punch up. Let's do 4. Come up with the bent arms, press up. Just 2. Roll up, press out, little can. One more. Roll up, press out. Good. I think we need a stretch. All right, let's face forward.
flexing the feet. All right, let's put our weights away for a moment. We're gonna reach our arms back and we're gonna lift the chest all the way up. We're gonna bring the arms up, flex, and we're gonna just twist. Twist, 2. Twist, 2. Let's grab a weight, because it is a weight class. We're gonna go nice and wide. We're gonna twist, and we're gonna reach. Bring it back. Same side. Twist, and reach. Brace it with the other hand. And twist, and reach. Just be careful with your back. We're trying to be fun. We don't need to be crazy. Let's go to the other side. We're going to twist and reach. So there's that twist and reach. Twist and reach. Let's bring our legs together. Clasp the hands behind the back, and we're going to look left. We're going to look right. And release. All right. We're going to come onto our knees, and then we're going to bring it all the way up to our feet. Let's grab the weights and articulate up. All right. Lower body stabilization. And again, we always do these moves. We're going to stabilize. Quadricep, knee, shin, ankle. We are down. We are hip flex, hip bone, pubic bone flat. And we are low. We are going low. Keep those hands open. Let's just really practice keeping all of that alignment. And we're going to just press up and down. Now, I'm feeling it in my legs, but I'm drawing up. I'm actively pulling it up as though I'm stopping all bodily functions, drawing them up. No nice way to say that. And we're going to press up and press up. Pulling up. Feel the core. Get that experience of working with weights, but really feeling the core. And let's go right into side laterals, lifts. Take your time. Spread your feet out. You'll think of me tomorrow. Good. Good. Now lift the right and the left and the right and the left. Good. And just let your weights fall and just hold. And we're going to pull up 2, 3. So just using basic weight training, but I want you to take it from the core so that when you do your basic weight training, you are involving your core. Good. And 3, and we're going to just stay here and hold and push, push, push. Forget about your legs. Push, push. 4, 3, 2, let's step it up. All right, drop your weights. Inhale, articulate down. We're gonna walk it out. And we're gonna take it all the way down onto our forearms. Turn your feet out. We're just gonna give a back extension. Whoop. Weights gone wild. And down. And we're going to pull back. And stretch down. And let's go one more. Reach all the way up. Line it back. And grab the weights. Good. Good. All right. So we're going to take it onto all fours, drop down to the elbow. All right. We're going to extend that left leg out. And we're going to just start here. Just give your arms a rest. Good. And just right here, connecting
drawing the knee in. And as you draw it in, really tuck the belly and feel the core and extend out. Bring it in and extend out. Bring it in. Good, let's go one more. And let's drop down and bring it to the other side. Lift and lower. Again, draw it in. Tuck the belly. Feel that curl. Draw the knee in and extend out. Draw that knee in. We're giving our arms a little bit of a rest. And out. Tucking that belly. Good. And let's just take a nice stretch. Inhale and exhale. All right.
So we're going to take it onto our back. And we're going to use some cross, like our left leg's going to go one way and our right arm's going to go the other way, okay? So we're going to take it down, and your legs are straight up into the air, all right? Your arms are up. I'm going to allow my left leg to drop off to the side as my right arm drops, and bring it back. And now as the right arm drops. Now the idea here is to really keep the pelvic still. Your body really wants to succumb to the weight, but you've got a nice control. You've got a stabilized torso. Excellent. Good. And 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Let's just do a little bridge. We're going to take the arms up, we're going to hold our bridge, and we're going to just work the chest. So closing the ribs, stabilizing the body, keeping the neck long. There we go. Now, if you're feeling the power, let's take that left leg up and really stabilize through that scapula. Bring it down, bring it up. Stabilizing those hips. I know your body wants to wiggle, but you're using your core. Your core will prevent you from doing a big wiggle dance. For 3, for 2, for 1. Good, let's stretch it out. Inhale. Let's extend the legs. We're going to put one weight in the hand, and we're going to lighten it up a little bit because we want to really begin to release the body. Sometimes you do weights, you tighten it up. We want to make sure that we've got a release and reach up. Allow length through the spine. And scoop. And excellent. And we've got 4. We've got 3. Open up those hands. Allow everything, all that energy to flow. Good, let's go one more. And lift all the way up. We only need one weight. I'm gonna have you get into, put the weight right in front. I'm gonna have you get into your side plank and then grab the weight. Top leg is over bottom leg. And we're going to reach all the way up. All right, you can drop the knee if you like. Good. Now, we're going to take that weight. All right, we're going to bend the arm and we're going to thread through and bring it up. So keep a leg bent. And up. Good. One more. Excellent. And up. Bring it down. Grab hold of the shin and stretch. Come onto the forearm, top leg over bottom leg. Reach up and let's thread again. And up. And up. Feeling all
of the things that you need, but a little bit more resistance. And up. Good. Let's take that hand, grab the shins.
Okay, other side. Everyone's good, right? Linda, we're good, right? All right, so top leg over bottom leg. Let's go into that side plank. And again, remember you can drop your knee. Let's grab that weight and thread through. Nice and slow. When you add a weight, you gotta move slow. You gotta let your body catch up. Grab the shin. Onto the forearm. Top leg over bottom leg. Good. Arm up. Thread through and bring it up. Thread through. Thread through. Just one more. Thread through and bring it up. Let's grab the shins and stretch. Those feet out in front, we're winding down. Not there yet, though. We're gonna hold the weights here. We're gonna scoop. We're gonna start here. Flex the feet as you scoop. Point the toes as you come up. Now, we're gonna go asymmetrical, but I want you to keep the body as even as you can. So now we're gonna scoop back and we're gonna throw that right arm up. Keep the body straight. Now that left arm is gonna come up. Feel how you can, even though you're throwing your arms, feel how the stability of the core keeps you balanced. All right, so if you are in a one-handed sport, if you play tennis, if you play lacrosse, you wanna be able to keep your body balanced even though you're throwing one limb out. Good, and we've got 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Let's grab hold. Let's always rebalance. Always lift up. Do so much control there. We're going to look left. And we're going to look right. And we're going to release. And let's just circle the neck just right in front. Just circle the neck. And circle the neck. Breathe. And circle. All right, let's take it onto our side. And again, still a light weight. We're gonna bend the bottom leg, and again, exercise that we've done before. And we're gonna hold the weight out. And then as we go back, we're gonna put the fingernails up. Knuckles up. As you go back, fingernails up, okay? Brace your head, brace your head. And just hold your head, a little extra support because you've got long lever going on. Good. And nice and light. Train your body. Good. One more. Excellent. Let's switch to the other side. Bend that bottom leg, and we're gonna cradle. All right? Knuckles and fingertips. And it's slow, all right? Your arm with a weight out is very vulnerable on your shoulder. That's why I told you to go wide. Best for last. All right. We're going to extend the body. You're only going to keep your arm to here. We're not going to throw it over. It's too much of a range of motion. We're going to curl up and we're going to take that left leg and we're going to touch that left leg with the weight and brace the head with the left arm. We're going to drop down
and we're gonna pass it. So it's a little bit of a twist. Don't throw it too much over your head. It's too long of a lever. Good. And your head is up. You're scooping back. Don't even drop your leg. As soon as you come out of neutral, as soon as that hip bone, pubic bone isn't flat anymore. Good. 2 more. 1. Excellent. And 2. All right. Let's wiggle that one out. Now that left leg comes up. That right arm is up, and we're going to reach past, embrace the head, and slightly down. Keeping everything soft, right? We're not jamming anything out. In Pilates, we like to work with the body. Good. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. All right, let's take it back onto the back. And we're going to come back into the tabletop. All right. We're going to reach the arms out. Weights are down. We're in a tabletop. And we're going to just start to move the body. I had a big crack. Scoop the belly back. Crackle. All right. Good. Now put the arms down, right? Close your base up. See if you can control that. If you can't, and we're starting to release our hips, release our arms. Good. We're so almost there. And I'm still cracking. Good. Legs are straight up into the air. And just a little tiny circle. All right, you want to do a little challenge? You can throw your arms up. Just a little scoop, scoop, scoop. And then reverse the motion. Woo, my arms are moving. Good. We're just going to stay here. And we're going to tip that tailbone down, and we're going to articulate up 2, 3, and roll down 2, 3. We're going to cross that left leg over the right leg, keeping the hips even. And just holding those weights, and we're going to bridge up. And we're going to hold 2, 3, and then hold 2, 3, and just stay here. We're going to use every single second that we have. Good. And press out. And press out. Good. Now, you're asymmetrical, but you're using your core to stay even. Good. Roll down. Let's switch. Hip bone, pubic bone flat. Articulate up. Hold. Brace. And just press. Good. Opening up the hip. Even though your body is asymmetrical, you are staying even through the shoulder blades, through the scapula. You're staying even. Good. Cramp in the hand. Good. And now roll all the way down. Extend the body down all the way out. Let's find our neutral. Hip bone, pubic bone is flat. Nice natural lumbar. Nice natural thoracic and cervical. Our arms are up. And we're going to wiggle our fingers. And we're going to reach. There's a lot of grabbing. And we're going to inhale. And we're going to reach up. We're going to reach forward. Clasp the hands behind the back. Bring it around. And roll down. And again, we're going to reach it up. Inhale. Reach up. Good. Clasp the hands behind the back. And good. Let's grab the weights. Now, we're going to finish with a rollover or whatever works for you. So you can either stay here, right? Or you can roll back. Or you can roll all the way over. Okay? Work, whatever works for you. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to roll back and articulate down. Now I'm going to bend the knees and just roll back and articulate down. Keep going. Or I'm going to articulate up and roll down. Good. Let's do 3 more if you're here, or 6 if your feet are on the ground. Good. Last one. And good. All right.
Let's cool it down. All right. We're going to grab hold of our ankles. I think I'm going to add a weight on the end here too. And we're going to just balance our way home. So you're standing up nice and tall. You're going to scoot back. You're going to lift your left. You're going to lift your right. All right. Now, let's see. Let's see. Over here. All right. Good job.
You're gonna drop that weight.
I'm messing with you today. I'm just messing with you. All right, so let's keep our sense of humor. All right, so let's sit up nice and tall. Open up. Chin, sternum, everything in one line. Our neck is long. We're gonna push back. Let's put the bottom of the feet together. Reach your arms back. Let's just open it all up. I want you to inhale and just close your eyes for just a moment. And exhale. And I know it's hard, but I want you to think of something really fun, something really good. And relax. And we're going to inhale to a count of 4. And exhale to a count of 4. And we're going to reach forward and grab our shins and just pull back. And just relax, okay? You might feel a little bit of that tomorrow, okay? Thank you for joining us. We're going to keep coming. We're going to keep coming at you, so everybody stay hopeful. And have a great day.